Built sports coverage at the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between... Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Jacksonville. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
Hey, Ken. Push. Hey, Ken. 11. Sit out.
Straight to the air they go. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Up. Here we go, son. 58, what's that? Extend. Sit out.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
551. So, Mayday. Hey, Ken.
Fields on 3rd. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. Jacksonville in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. A tight end in motion now. Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
2, 3, 70 Timberwolves, 60 Mavericks.
They've got a man in motion. Milton back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window. All options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Track, Cowboy 80.
He'll work against the blitz. Working downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, either way, that was going to be a big gain, Brock. But of course they're going to credit their quarterback, right? Take the completion over that penalty.
Yep, had those stats. You know, you run that route, Kate, to try and stretch out a defense, maybe even draw that kind of penalty. But put a gold star by his effort. Not only did he do that, he made the play as well.
Come on, go!
Play fake. It's Milton. Catch made. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 319, West right zip. Chip slap. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Alpha, 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 alpha. Turbo, sir. Extend. Ready. Side.
Fields looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Fields gets it out right quick. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
The Falcons going nickel, 3rd down.
Here we go. 11, 551, 12, go. Hey, can. Hey, never mind, Monday. Motion. Set.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Find Johnson out of the backfield. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
2-yard gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here we go. Hey, can. Right.
On 4th down, Fields. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that 1st down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Hey, can. No mas. Tonight.
Fields throwing once more. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. 7-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're back for the start of the 2nd quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6. Throwing again, it's Fields. Looking screen, but they intercept it. The 50. The 30. The 10. And he brings it back with a pick six and the Atlanta touchdown. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted. Again, that is...
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Here we go. 19 instruction. Extend. All right.
Fields coming back after the pick. Finds a seam down the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Easy. Move 58. Move 50. Alpha, 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 alpha. Chips left. Hey, can. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Fits it through the middle. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Offense in the hurry up here.
Hey, can. Hey, watch him up. You got a mini base. Why not? Hey, 550. Hey, can. Hey, can. Right.
Fields on 1st down. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And this one doesn't go far. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
No mas. Alpha, let's go. Right.
Now Fields again. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
West right fit. Here we go, sir. Turbo, sir. First right. Tonight.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And he sails that one over the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Here we go. Green 19, get us Mayday. Tonight.
Another throw for Fields. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
Let's go.
First carry now. This is Bashal to nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Man in motion here.
70 Lions. Track 60. Go street. 19 tight. 19 tight. Set. Hurt. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Hut, hut.
Milton out of the pistol here. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 20-zip lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
Jaguars nothing. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
In a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Don't jump. Ready? Press. Bunch of 319. Just cut. Extend. Go.
Fields out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's complete inside the 35. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Give him 37 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Throwing on first down. Fields. They'll get this over the middle of the curve. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A pickup of 17. And the Jaguars have a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Blue 58. Hey, 551. Hey, can. Justin. Right now, boys. Right.
From the red zone on first. Dropping this underneath. Johnson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
So 2nd and 5 on deck as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us, more football coming up from Everbank. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Turbo, sir.
Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches.
And he gets in. Touchdown!